Have you ever wondered how much power lies in your thoughts? It's a fascinating question, isn't it? The concept of positive thinking and its potential impact on our daily life is indeed an interesting subject. Our thoughts, those silent conversations we have with ourselves, are more than just fleeting moments of introspection. They are powerful forces that shape our reality. Imagine your mind as a garden. The seeds you plant, water, and nurture are your thoughts. Positive thoughts yield beautiful, vibrant blooms, while negative thoughts produce weeds that can overrun and choke your garden. This is the power of thought. Each thought you have is like a ripple in a pond, starting small but spreading outward, impacting your decisions, your actions, and ultimately, your reality. This is not just a philosophical idea, but a practical one that has been utilized by many successful individuals throughout history. Consider the story of Thomas Edison, a man who was told in his early years that he was too stupid to learn anything. But his thoughts were not limited by these negative words. He chose to believe in his own potential, to think positively. And as a result, he became one of the greatest inventors of all time. Or consider Oprah Winfrey, who rose from a life of hardship and poverty to become a media mogul and philanthropist. She attributes much of her success to her positive mindset and the belief that she could overcome any obstacle. These stories highlight how our thoughts can shape our reality. But it's not just about thinking happy thoughts and hoping for the best. It's about consciously choosing which thoughts you want to nurture and grow in the garden of your mind. It's about understanding that our thoughts are the architects of our reality. Each thought is a blueprint, a design for the life we want to build. By harnessing the power of positive thinking, we can construct a reality that aligns with our hopes, dreams, and aspirations. So let's take a moment to reflect on the power of our thoughts. What seeds are you planting in your mind's garden? Are they positive, empowering thoughts that will yield vibrant blooms? Or are they negative thoughts likely to produce weeds that choke your potential? Thoughts have the power to shape your world. Let's delve into the life of John, a man who harnessed the power of positive thinking. John was an ordinary man, living an ordinary life in an ordinary town. His days were filled with struggles and challenges like so many of us. He was stuck in a job he didn't enjoy, burdened by financial woes, and his dreams seemed like distant, unattainable illusions. It was a cycle of negativity that seemed inescapable. But then, one day, something inside John clicked. He realized that he had the power to change his life, and it all started with his thoughts. Instead of waking up dreading the day ahead, he began to wake up filled with anticipation of what the day could bring. He replaced thoughts of worry and self-doubt with thoughts of hope and self-belief. This shift in mindset didn't happen overnight. It was a gradual process, one that required persistence and determination. John began to train his mind to focus on the positive aspects of his life. He started to see opportunities where he once saw obstacles. He began to view challenges not as setbacks but as stepping stones towards his goals. And as he changed his thoughts, his actions followed suit. Instead of letting fear hold him back, he started taking risks. He began to work harder, dream bigger, and believe in himself more. He started to set goals and make plans to achieve them. He stopped waiting for things to happen and started making them happen. And guess what? His life began to change. His positive thoughts translated into positive actions, which eventually led to positive outcomes. He found a job he loved, his financial situation improved, and his dreams started to become a reality. John's transformation wasn't magic, it wasn't luck, it was the power of positive thinking. By changing his thoughts, he was able to change his life. John's story is a testament to the transformative power of positive thinking. You might be wondering, how does positive thinking work scientifically? Well, let's dive into the fascinating realm of neuroscience to uncover the truth behind this phenomenon. Our brains are not static, unchanging entities. They are dynamic and constantly evolving, a concept known as neuroplasticity. Essentially, this means that our brains can change and adapt throughout our lives based on our experiences and thoughts. When we engage in positive thinking, we're not just sending out good vibes into the universe, we're actively reshaping our brains. Positive thoughts stimulate the growth of nerve connections, improve cognition by increasing mental productivity, and can even reduce the likelihood of health conditions like heart disease. As we think positively, we're also increasing the production of the neurochemical serotonin, which is often called the feel-good hormone. This boosts our mood, helping us feel happier, more vibrant, and more alive. But don't just take my word for it. Numerous studies back this up. One such study from the University of California found that participants who wrote about positive experiences for 8 minutes a day for 3 consecutive days, reported better mood levels and fewer visits to health centers 6 months later. Another study from the Mayo Clinic found that positive thinking can result in an increased lifespan, lower rates of depression, better psychological and physical well-being, and better coping skills during hardships and times of stress. In the realm of success, a study published in the Journal of Personality and Social Psychology discovered that positive self-affirmations can boost performance and problem-solving abilities. So, when we talk about positive thinking, we're not just talking about putting a smile on your face. We're talking about an active process that can lead to real, tangible changes in your brain and your life. Science has shown us that positive thinking is more than just a feel-good slogan. It's a tool we can use to shape our brains, improve our health, and achieve our goals. So the next time you're faced with a challenge, remember the power of positive thinking. Now that we understand the power of positive thinking, how can we harness it? Well, let's dive in. There are several practical methods to tap into the power of positive thinking, and we'll discuss a few of them right now. First up is affirmations. Affirmations are positive statements that can help you overcome negative thoughts. They allow you to visualize and believe in what you're affirming to yourself, helping to foster positivity. Consider starting each day by telling yourself something positive. It could be something about you or your life, or it could be a simple affirmation like, "Today is going to be a great day." Next, let's talk about visualizations. This method involves picturing in your mind what you want to achieve or how you want to feel. It's like creating a mental image or scenario that represents your goal or your desired state of mind. This can be particularly powerful because our brains often can't differentiate between what we see in our imagination and what's real. So if you can visualize it, you're training your brain to believe it's achievable. And finally, mindfulness exercises. Mindfulness is all about being fully present in the moment, not dwelling on the past or worrying about the future. This can help create a more positive outlook because it allows you to appreciate what's happening right now. You could try some simple mindfulness exercises like focusing on your breath, or really paying attention to the tastes and textures when you're eating. All these techniques are like muscles. The more you use them, the stronger they get. So don't be discouraged if it feels difficult at first. With practice, harnessing the power of positive thinking can become second nature. And remember, the goal isn't to ignore negative thoughts entirely. Negative thoughts are a natural part of life and it's okay to acknowledge them. But the power of positive thinking comes from choosing to focus more on the positive. Remember, it's not about ignoring negative thoughts, but rather choosing to focus on the positive. Let's summarize what we've learned today about the power of positive thinking. We started our journey by delving into the power of thought. We discovered how every action, every outcome begins as a simple thought. The thoughts we nurture and entertain eventually shape our reality. So, when we feed our minds with positive thoughts, we set the stage for positive outcomes. Then, we shared the story of John, a man who faced numerous challenges and setbacks. But instead of letting his circumstances define him, John chose to embrace positivity. He used positive thinking as a tool to overcome his hurdles, proving that our mindset can indeed be our most powerful ally. We also explored the fascinating science behind positive thinking. We learned that it's not just a feel-good mantra, but it's rooted in neuroscience. Positive thinking stimulates the growth of nerve connections, improves cognition by increasing mental productivity, and even has the power to improve our physical health. But knowing the power of positive thinking isn't enough. We must also harness it. We discussed practical ways to cultivate positivity in our daily lives. From practicing gratitude to visualizing our goals to replacing negative thoughts with positive ones, we have the power to control our mindset and by extension, our lives. Remember, positive thinking isn't about ignoring life's problems. It's about approaching hardships from a more hopeful and optimistic perspective. It's about not letting negativity stop you from reaching your potential. So, what does all this mean for you? It means that you are in control. Your thoughts are powerful, and you have the ability to shape your own reality. You can choose to focus on the positive, to foster a mindset of growth and abundance, and to overcome challenges with strength and resilience. With the power of positive thinking, you too can transform your life. Start today.